YouTube and welcome to the Miniature Construction Company. Now this is going to be a short little tip video, as it were, concerning how you can get your WPL metal axles running super smooth. Now if you've ever had any experience of some of the kit axles, especially the bridge axle on the B16 or B36, you'll know that when you assemble them you can get some horrible tight spots in the rotation. It does happen on the front and rear, but it always tends to be a lot worse on the bridge axle. So hopefully in this video I'm going to show you how you can make them super smooth for no money. Okay, for this you will need a little screwdriver, the offending axle, some wet and dry, and a bit of patience. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open these axles up. Undo the 4 screws, holding the 2 casings on.
Like so. I might fast forward this bit, I don't know. Might speed it up, make it a bit more interesting. So, remove the 2 casings, a bit fiddly on these.
Okay, so 2 casings are off. We can basically see a little pinion gear inside. Remove the drive shaft, which on these second generation axles, focus, it's just like a little screw and the whole thing slides off. Now the offending items, or the items that we're going to modify, are actually these little brass bushes inside. See one there. Now what you want to do, there we go, there's one. What you want to do is, I've sort of rushed ahead and taken this apart, but you can tell if you slacken the retaining screws off, this will cure it if, when you slacken the screws off, the binding stops. Now all I usually do is get myself a flat surface, get me a bit of wet and dry, get the bush from the inside of the housing and gently sand one face down. Now depending on how bad they are, you can sometimes tell which side is worse than the other, but if you rub it slightly, so see we've taken, there's a shine on it now. Take the bush you've just sanded down slightly and place it back in the housing. Reassemble everything, try it. If there's still binding there, go back and repeat the process. Some are worse than others. Very often though, it doesn't take a lot for you to take enough material off so they become super smooth. What's basically happening is that they bind, or you get tight spots because they're meshing together, the pinion gear and that ring gear inside the axle, they're meshing together too tight. So you're effectively, what you're doing by sanding one face of the bush off, you're effectively backing the pinion gear off, so they don't mesh as tightly, so they're a lot freer running. Now I've had to do this on several axles and every single time it's worked a treat. So there's no reason why you guys shouldn't be able to get the same sort of results. I mean, if they're too slack, obviously you can get these little shims that you can shim the gears correctly with, but if they're meshing too tight, if you sand off one face of the bush, so you're basically making it thinner, and you can back that pinion gear off sufficiently so it's not meshing as tight with the ring gear, and that generally, as a rule of thumb, gives you super smooth axles. And that and add in a blob of grease as well. So if you found this video of use and of interest, please give that like button a hit, and if you're feeling that way inclined, subscribe to the channel for more similar content. Thanks for watching, guys, appreciate it.